Good afternoon, Year 6. I hope you're well and have had a good day. Today, in our French session, we're going to be building on our knowledge from previous sessions about celebrations within France, and we're going to try and identify what happens during certain celebrations. We talked a little bit about this in our previous French lesson, and we'll build on that knowledge today. Okay, right, guys. Today, then, to be successful, we are going to need to revisit the names of the celebrations that we are looking at from France. So the various ones that we've seen. If you remember, for the 14th of July, we looked previously at Bastille Day and other celebrations as well as that. We're going to develop our capacity to say sentences about when the celebrations occur. So we're going to identify when celebrations occur. And finally, we're going to practice saying the names of the different celebrations to ensure that we're able to say them within sentences. Okay. A bit of retrieval to begin with, a bit of thinking back to the past of our previous learning. What I'd like you to do is look at the celebrations. So the first one with pancakes, the second one with those hearts you're all going to send to me, the egg one, the one relating to soldiers. We've got the idea of our Christmas tree, our 1st of April, our 1st of January, and the Bastille Day that we remembered. And I'd like you to see, rather than using English phrases for them, such as Pancake Day, Valentine's Day, and Easter, can you shout out the French names for them? So can you remember the first one? What's Pancake Day called? Can you remember Valentine's Day? Just shout any that you can out, or if you want to do it in your head because you're at home, that's fine as well. Let's see how you got on. Okay, Le Chandelier is the idea of the Pancake Day, Le Chandelier. Le 14 juillet is the 14th of July, which is Bastille Day. Le Poisson d'Avril is the idea of the 1st of April, the fish of April. Okay. Le Jour de Souvenir is the travel day. So the idea of those people who've been traveling, soldiers being traveling, the day of souvenir. Le Nouvel d'An is the first of the year. Okay. The first of the year is the first day in January, 1st of January. Le Noël is Christmas Day. Le Saint Valentin is Valentine's Day, and Le Pâques is Easter. Okay, you can see that both Valentine's Day and Easter have capitals, which might remind you that they're more formal festivals in some respects, so that they've got those proper nouns in our and Noel as well. So the three that are religious festivals, Easter, Valentine's Day, and Christmas, all have capital letters, maybe indicating they're slightly different types of festivals. Okay, so we've got Le Chandelier, Le 14 juillet, Le Poisson d'Avril, Le Jour de Souvenir, Le Nouvel An, Le Noël, Le Saint Valentin, and Le Pâques for Easter. Okay, so you've got those 8 different festivals that we revisited from previous week. Right, guys, what do you think then this means? La chandeleur cesse en février. So some of you might have eaten some of these round delights, these pancakes. What do you think la chandeleur cesse en février means? It means Pancake Day is in February. Remember, c'est, C apostrophe EST means it is, okay? And on is in, so it is in, and février is the month of February, okay? So La Chandeleur, Pancake Day, is in February. C'est en février. Okay. Now, can you try and make a sentence about the romantic day that recently occurred within February, okay? So you've got c'est, le Saint Valentin, février, and on, okay? So you're trying to make the sentence which means Valentine's Day is in February. So what would your sentence be? Give it a shout out if you're able to do it. Let's see how you got on. So we've got Le Saint Valentin cesse en février. Can you say it now? Le Saint Valentin cesse en février. So everybody together now. Le Saint Valentin cesse en février. Lovely job. Okay. Now reordering these words then. We're trying to say Bastille Day is in July. So we've got juillet, cesse, en, and la 14 juillet. Let's see how you get on. What's your attempt? Put them together? Great stuff. So, le 14 juillet, cesse en juillet. 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 Okay, lovely job, guys. Okay, now we're going to reorder Novembre, le jour souvenir, cesse and on. So Remembrance Day is in November. What would we say as our sentence construction? Let's see if you're the right. Yeah, le jour de souvenir, c'est en novembre. Le jour de souvenir, c'est en novembre. And then together, le jour de souvenir, c'est en novembre. Lovely job. Well done, guys. Okay, next one then. We've got Décembre, le Noël, c'est on. Christmas is in December, so we all know this. Remember, our last time in class was just before Christmas. Okay, so now we'll say it. Le Noël, c'est en décembre. Okay, can you all say le Noël? And then c'est en décembre. Le Noël, c'est en décembre. Lovely job. Well done, guys. Okay, now we've got janvier, en, le Nouvel, c'est on. New Year's Day is in January. So can you remember what New Year's Day is? Is it le Nouvel An or le Nouvel An? Le Nouvel An, c'est en janvier. Le Nouvel An, c'est en janvier. Le Nouvel An, c'est en janvier. April Fool's Day is in April. Avril, le, c'est poisson avril on. Well, you see, d'avril and avril are slightly different, aren't they? Now remember, Poisson d'Avril is the fish day almost of April, the fish of April. So this is Le Poisson d'Avril, which almost means the fish of April. C'est en avril. Okay, c'est en avril. Le Poisson d'Avril, c'est en avril. And all the whole sentence together. Le Poisson d'Avril, c'est en avril. Lovely job. Well done, guys. Thank you for having a go at that if you said them out loud. And now I've got c'est au mars avril le Pâques on. So Easter is in March or April because it's a movable feast based on the movable festival based on the rules of Christianity. Okay, and to formulate that sentence, we've got le Pâques, c'est en mars ou avril. Le Pâques, c'est en mars ou avril, ou en avril. So le Pâques, c'est en mars ou en avril. Give it a good go. Right, guys, your work today is to try and remember what these celebrations are called. So you've got these works on a sheet. If you can do it before we go through them, great. If not, then watch the video and then try and do it from memory after the fact. Okay, so we've got that 14th of July, we've got Easter, we've got Remembrance Day, which for us is celebrated in November. We've then got Christmas and finally the 1st of April. Okay, so le 14 juillet, le Pâques, le jour de souvenir, le Noël, and le Poisson d'Avril. Okay, and remembering the celebration of Bastille Day from 1789. Easter, France is possibly a more Christian country than England, and therefore the celebrations are maybe more centered on religion than they are in England. It's a holiday for 11th of November in France, so it's different to how we have it in Britain, where we don't have it as a holiday. We do commemorate it. We do still have moments of silence, normally 2 minutes of silence on the 11th of the 11th, to remember the fallen soldiers and their families. Christmas, okay, shoes in the fireplace, an unusual celebration, isn't it? Okay, and they open. When do we open our presents? Now, if you were lucky enough to get lots of presents, you probably open them on the 25th. Can you see when the French open theirs? It's different, isn't it? So the day before on Christmas Eve, and 1st of April, celebrated a little bit differently to us. Now, we might do silly jokes where we, for example, sew somebody's socks together or something so they can't get their feet in, or I don't know, put things on people's chairs. I'm sure you won't do any of those things because you'll be working so incredibly hard on the 1st of April. But if you did do jokes, that would be the kind of joke you do. In France, the Poisson d'Avril, 1st of April, the celebrations, or the way people do it is they stick fish onto people's backs without them noticing. Nobody really knows why they do it, but that's what they do. So if you see that child on the left and that teacher on the right, they've been caught with lots of people sticking fish on their back, and the idea is then you don't notice it's there. I mean, I think it's plastic fish and paper fish rather than real fish. So please don't bring a tin of sardines in. But if you want to try and remember on the 1st of April to try and get some sticky fish and see if we can get some people with them, that'd be great fun to remind ourselves about that French celebration so we can show our multicultural awareness of these celebrations. Right, guys, if you lived in France, you would like to join in celebrations of which one? Would it be Le Pâques? And why would it be? So for me, it would be Le Pâques because it would be interesting to hear the church bells restart at Easter, and because, yeah, I love chocolate. Okay, what would yours be? Which of those celebrations would you like to see and why? Okay, show your awareness. So you're going to show that on your work. You're going to write the name of the French celebration from the ones you've got. So if you see on the left-hand side, you're going to write the name, and they're indicated with the blue arrow. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to indicate what happened within that celebration. And once you've done that, you will then write the sentence, which is at the bottom. I'd really like you to write it just to practice your handwriting and write which celebration you'd like to experience within France and why. Okay, guys, thank you for listening today. Merci. Au revoir. See you later. Bye bye.